Hello, and welcome to Fantasy Bout Hour, where I'll be covering fantasy matchups daily and giving my take on them. Today I'll be covering Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol the Truth Spence. The boxing world really wants to see this fight, and I wish the promoters would consider the fans for once and make this fight happen. But that's for another video. But as far as my pick, I'm going with Errol the Truth Spence by decision or late knockout, and here's why. First of all, both fighters are young, talented, and dangerous, which is exactly why this fight needs to be made, and you can't ask for a more evenly matchup. But the reason I'm going with Spence in this contest is because of his size, power, jab, and hellacious body punching. Crawford is an excellent all-around fighter with great skills, but where Bud falls short is his level of opposition and the fact that he has never faced a puncher like Spence. Bud's level of opposition up to this point has been mediocre, to be quite honest, and he has yet to fight someone on his level, while Spence was the first welterweight to beat Kell Brook despite the Triple G excuses. He was the first one to stop Chris Algieri, and he was the first one to beat Mikey Garcia. And despite the size differences, Mikey Garcia is an extremely talented fighter. Errol the Truth Spence also went toe-to-toe with the rugged and dangerous Sean Porter, knocking him down and winning a hard-fought close decision against a top welterweight. Now, people criticize Spence's performance, but Porter's awkward, relentless pressure gives everyone difficulties. But the point is, Spence weathered the storm and came out victorious, which makes his stock go up, in my opinion. Now, there's unanswered questions about the effects of the horrific accident that he was in, but I'm cautiously optimistic about his recovery. And remember, Miguel Cotto bounced back from a career-ending accident himself and made a full recovery to achieve legendary status. So I'm banking on a full recovery from Spence. As for Crawford, he will not reach his full potential with Top Rank and Bob Arum, unfortunately. So this fight may never be made, which is a tragedy. Not to be overdramatic, of course. But getting back to the logistics of the fight, Spence is just as good as Bud, but he's bigger, more powerful than Bud. And we don't know how Bud will react when he tastes that power, especially to the body. I've seen Bud get rocked a few times by the likes of Yuriorkis Gamboa and Hank Lundy. Granted, all fighters get hit, but if those guys can daze Bud, just imagine the damage that Spence would do if he connected clean on Crawford. Also, I don't see Crawford getting past Spence's long, stabbing jab. I think Bud is a great fighter, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but I don't see him overcoming the mountain by the name of Errol the Truth Spence. I see Spence winning in devastating and impressive fashion by either decision or late stoppage. Thanks for tuning in. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.